It's time to remember who you are and why you're here. Welcome to Soul Truth, where you learn that you are more than just a body. You are a luminous being with purpose and power. I'm Nancy May, energy practitioner and soul guide, here to help you explore the deeper layers of healing with practical tools, soul-led meditations, and heart-opening conversations designed to expand your awareness. If you're ready to live your truth and align with your soul, this podcast is for you. Hello, dear soul. I'm so glad you're here. And in today's episode, we'll be focusing on foundations for living a soul-filled life. I'll talk about the two questions I left you with in the first episode and why I feel they're so important to living a soul-filled life. Then we'll talk about the importance of embodiment, breath as a gateway, and how chakra alignment plays into living a soul-filled life. Then we'll delve into a meditation to give you an opportunity to integrate these steps. And throughout all of this, I'll sprinkle in tips and tools that you can bring into your daily life. So you may remember those questions from episode 1. Who am I, and why am I here on this planet at this time? So take a moment to notice how you answered those questions. And if you wrote them down, you might want to take a look back at your notes. I'm curious to know what your answers sounded like. Were they something like, I'm a sister or a brother, maybe a mother or a father or a coworker, perhaps an athlete, maybe an artist or a problem solver, maybe a person who values deep connections or a nature lover, maybe even a homeowner or a curious learner. Maybe you said, I'm a student. Or maybe you said things like, I'm a female or a male, or maybe non-binary or adventurous or kind, or disciplined or empathic. And all of that matters, and none of it is wrong. But what if we went a little deeper? And what if the answer was simply, I'm a soul? To me, this is a key step to living a soul-filled life, acknowledging and truly accepting that you're a soul. This goes beyond the human aspects of who you are. And please know that the human aspects are very important. It's just that they've been in the front seat too long. And in fact, for most of us, they've been driving the bus. And somewhere along the way, we forgot how to live from the soul. And at your core, you're not your personality and you're not your ego. Your personality is how you meet the world. It's the way you've learned to engage with what's outside of you. Perhaps you're extroverted or maybe introverted. Perhaps you tend to be agreeable or maybe anxious or moody. Maybe you tend to be adventurous or courageous. So the ego is a bit different. It tends to be more fixed. It's more about your self-image, your sense of self, who you think you are. It's that quiet story you keep telling yourself about who you are. The narrative you've been living from. Kind of the way you've learned to describe yourself on the inside. And while the personality and ego play important roles in this 3D world, they are not who you are at the deepest level. At your core, you are a spiritual being having a human experience. And more than that, you chose this human experience. So why am I on this planet at this time? This answer might surprise you. You really wanted to come. You chose to be on this planet at this vital time. You chose this life. It might sound strange. You might feel resistance around this. I know I sure did. For a long time, I could not believe that I would ever choose this life, that I would choose a life that felt so incredibly challenging to the personality and so confronting to the ego. Why would I do that? Why would anyone do that? Those are beautiful questions. And why we do this is something to explore more fully in a future episode. For now, we're laying the foundation for a soul-filled life. Because here's the truth. You are a soul. And as a soul, you chose to come to the planet. You chose to incarnate in a body. You chose to have a human lifetime. You wanted this. And there is deep wisdom in that choice. Living a soul-filled life includes being embodied. And in the vast majority of clients I've worked with over the past 15 years, one of the main consistencies I've noticed is that almost everyone can benefit from more grounding. Grounding is an aspect of embodiment. And since we actually chose to come to this planet, it's important to actually embody this experience. Embodiment is when understanding moves out of your head and into how you live. It's not just an idea you understand intellectually. It becomes something you feel and something you trust. It starts to show up in how you breathe, how you stand, how you actually respond to the world. It shows up in your nervous system, believe it or not, in your pacing, in the way you move through that day of yours. Instead of only thinking your way through life, you begin to let your body be part of the conversation. And at a certain point, your body becomes a huge part of the equation because your body is extremely wise. Your body is always communicating with you. And the invitation is to actually listen, which typically includes slowing down and turning inward. This is that mind-body connection in action. Grounding is a huge part of the embodiment work that I do. Grounding is a practice of connecting with the energy of the earth. And our cells are really designed, believe it or not, to resonate at the frequency of the earth. This is our birthright, and it's up to us to fulfill it. Grounding is that quiet act of arriving back into your body, back into the moment, back into yourself. It's when your body knows it's safe. It's how you stay with yourself when things feel unsteady. There are numerous ways to ground yourself. Here are just a few. And one of my favorites, spending time in nature. I love to take walks. You may notice that being around trees or being in different environments out in nature help you just to feel more settled in yourself. That's an aspect of grounding. Another fun one for me, eating root vegetables and healthy red foods can actually be grounding. You might even imagine roots growing from the bottom of your feet into the ground. Some people might drop a grounding cord from their first chakra area into the earth. Another really helpful grounding tool is something called the 5-4-3-2-1 exercise. This is extremely helpful if you're finding yourself being quite anxious, or maybe you've just experienced something that was overwhelming. And in the 5-4-3-2-1 exercise, the first thing you do is you identify 5 things you can see. So you might even try this now. You might look around the room that you're in, or if you're outside, just notice 5 things that you can see. Like for me, I see a wall, I see a microphone in front of me, I see a computer screen. If I look this way, I look out, I see a window, I see The mouse pad that I have here. What are 5 things you see? And then, what are 4 things you can touch? Wherever you are right now, 4 things you can touch. And then 3 things you can hear. 2 things you can smell. And then 1 thing you can taste. This technique is incredibly helpful for bringing you back into your body and into the present moment. You can also ground by bringing loving attention to different parts of your body. And I'd love to walk you through this. So if you're in a place to just kind of tap in, I invite you to do so. You might even close your eyes, but if you're driving or doing another activity, you can come back to this later, or maybe you just even noticed as you're doing the other activity, if you can bring your attention to these parts of you. So bring your attention to the top of your head. Just notice and send love and appreciation to this part of your body. Then bring your attention to your neck. And again, send love and appreciation there. Then move on to your shoulders, sending love and appreciation to this part of your body. And now to your back, sending gratitude, love, appreciation, all of that to your back. Bring your attention to your chest and your abdomen areas, sending love and appreciation here. And sending love and appreciation to your hips and buttocks as you bring your attention there. Then moving on to your upper legs and your knees. Again, sending that love and appreciation. And now send it to your lower legs and ankles. Then bring your attention to your feet and send love and appreciation there. I love this particular tool because it's a way of slowing down. It's a way of turning inward. It's a way of letting our bodies know that we appreciate them. It's a beautiful way to deepen your connection with yourself. Great way to live a more soul-filled life, a more embodied life. And embodiment is absolutely essential for a soul-filled life because the soul doesn't live in the mind alone. It lives in the body. We can have all that insight, all the awareness, all the good intentions in the world. But if they never reach the body, they don't actually change how we live. And a soul-filled life happens when we actually let our inner truth move through us in our breath, our choices, our boundaries, the pace that we live at. Embodiment really allows us to feel ourselves here, present and alive, instead of watching from a distance. When we're embodied, we're not just understanding our life, we're inhabiting it. We can listen more honestly, respond more gently, and live with a sense of meaning that isn't forced or performed. Embodiment actually brings the soul out of abstraction and into daily life, where it can be felt, expressed, and lived. It's a bridge of sorts, helping to bring things out of that abstract thought and into more of a palpable existence. The breath plays a really important role in embodiment. Your breath is a gateway to a soul-filled life because it's happening always in the present moment. You can't breathe in the past. You can't breathe in the future. You can try. It won't happen. You can only breathe in the here and now. And the soul lives here. When we begin to pay attention to the breath, we're gently invited back to the body and back to ourselves. And the breath becomes a bridge between the inner world and the outer one, between what we're feeling and how we're living. A soul-filled life isn't about doing more or striving harder. It's so much more about presence. And the breath is one of the simplest ways to return to that presence again and again. The breath is always with you. Each breath is a quiet reminder that you're alive, that you're connected, that you're allowed to slow down and listen. When we breathe with awareness, we soften the nervous system, we make space for truth to surface, and we create room for the soul to be felt. The breath doesn't force anything, it simply opens the door. I invite you right now to take a moment and to focus on your breath. Just slowly inhaling and slowly exhaling. And as you slowly inhale, notice where in your body you feel your breath. Perhaps it's in your nostrils, or your throat, or even your chest, or somewhere else. Just notice. I invite you to come back to your breath often, taking conscious breaths throughout the day. So another supportive layer of living a soul-filled life is chakra alignment. Aligning the chakras is part of embodiment. Chakras are really just energy centers. Most people have heard of the 7 main chakras, which are actually in the body. Some people call them in-body chakras. With that first chakra just at the base of your spine, it's about safety and grounding. The second chakra is just below the belly button. It's connected to emotions, sexuality, and pleasure. The third chakra is in the solar plexus region, where the ribs splay apart. It's the center of personal power, will, and self-trust. That fourth chakra is in the heart space, and it's really a bridge between the lower and upper chakras and represents unconditional love, compassion, and connection with ourselves and with others. The fifth chakra in the throat area is about expression and truth. It governs all kinds of communication, not just verbal. It's really about authenticity. The sixth chakra in the third eye is in the center of your forehead, between your eyebrows. It's associated with intuition, imagination, and inner knowing. And the seventh chakra, at the crown of your head, is connected to spiritual aspects and meaning, and it really represents our relationship to something greater. No matter what you call it, maybe it's source or God or spirit, the universe, cosmos, any name. The concept of chakras has been around for thousands of years and originated from ancient Indian spiritual traditions. And these chakras are said to regulate physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of our well being. And some people refer to them as wheels of light. Chakra alignment is all about flow. It's about allowing the energy of who you are to move freely through you, through every single chakra, instead of getting stuck or muted along the way. And each chakra holds a different part of our lived experience: our safety, our creativity, our voice, our capacity to love, our intuition. And together, the chakras tell a story. And when these energy centers are aligned, the energy is flowing through us unimpeded, and we feel more whole. We trust ourselves more, we express what's true, we move through life with more ease and less resistance. A soul filled life doesn't come from forcing alignment. It comes from listening to where we're tight, where we're quiet, where we're disconnected. Chakra alignment invites us back into balance. It allows the soul to move from the inner world into everyday life, into how we speak, how we relate, how we choose. When our energy is aligned, we don't have to strive to live soulfully. It happens naturally because nothing inside us is being left behind. A simple and fun way to start connecting with your chakras, and something I do all the time, is to just say hello to them each day. Literally say something like, "Hey, hello, beautiful first chakra." And if you want to take this further, you can even ask your first chakra if it has anything it would like to share with you. It won't answer in a long verbal dialogue, but you might feel something or sense something. You might see a color, a symbol, or perhaps images. You might even hear a word, maybe a phrase or a sound that the chakra wants to share. Or you might simply notice a shift. I invite you to try this with all 7 chakras. And it's a wonderful thing to do. And when we delve into the meditation shortly, you'll have an opportunity to do this. Remembering where your attention goes, energy flows. So lovingly bringing your attention to these parts of yourself can make a huge difference. So if you have a moment, I'm going to invite you into a meditation so that you can learn to embody some of these qualities we've been talking about so you can live a more soul-filled life. If you want to come back to the meditation, if you happen to be driving or doing something else, I invite you to come back, as the way to really get a taste of how these exercises work, how these tools work, is to actually do them. So go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep, cleansing breath. Slowly inhaling through your nose and slowly exhaling. Doing this a couple times on your own cadence. Inhaling through your nose and slowly exhaling. Bringing your attention to the bottom of your feet. Just notice where they are, if they're touching the floor or somewhere else. Then bring your attention to the backs of your legs, noticing what they're touching. And say a beautiful hello to your breath. And a beautiful hello to your body. Bring your attention to the bottom of your tailbone, where your first chakra resides. And just imagine dropping a beautiful grounding cord deep into the center of the earth, at least 2 to 10 feet, maybe even to the center. This grounding cord might look like the trunk of a tree, maybe a ship's anchor, maybe a waterfall. Maybe you just feel it, you don't see anything, or maybe it's a sound that helps you to drop into the earth and to ground. And as you're here connecting with Mother Earth, say a big hello to her. And if you so choose, maybe you ask Mother Earth if there's anything you can do for her. Just notice what she says, how she communicates. Perhaps you feel something in your body. Perhaps you feel a peacefulness. Perhaps you hear some words or see a picture. Is there anything you'd like to say to Mother Earth? If so, I invite you to do so now. And I invite you to ask Mother Earth for a gift, a symbol, a sign, a word, something that will help you with your grounding, helping you with your connection with Mother Earth. And notice what she brings to you, what she offers. Whatever this symbol, sound, word is that Mother Earth offered you, even if you don't know exactly what it is, I invite you to thank her and to bring this symbol, sound, word, phrase into your heart space. And from there, allow this symbol, sound, word to radiate out through your entire energetic space. Just make it up if you need to. And send a big thank you to Mother Earth, knowing that you can convene with her whenever you'd like. And come back to your physical body, bringing your attention to your first chakra area down there at the bottom of your tailbone. And take a moment to say hello to your first chakra and to see if your first chakra has anything it would like to communicate with you. There's something that would help your first chakra to feel more comfortable, to feel safer, to feel more secure right here, right now. Just notice. And if there is, bring that to your first chakra. Maybe it's a color, maybe it's a feeling. Then move on up to your second chakra, right there below your belly button. And say a big hello to your second chakra. Then ask your second chakra if it has anything it would like to communicate with you. What would help it right now? And again, notice what comes to you. And then bring that into your second chakra. And perhaps as you go through each chakra, you send loving gratitude, appreciation for all these beautiful wheels of light that work together and support you in so many ways. Then move on up to your third chakra, right there, the solar plexus region. Say hello to this beautiful energy center, asking what it would like to communicate with you. Is there a message? Is there something that would help support your third chakra? Whatever that is, bring it into your third chakra and move on up to your fourth chakra and your heart area, saying hello to this beautiful wheel of light and asking it what it would like to say to you, communicate with you. Whatever it is, you add it to your fourth chakra. Then you move on up to the fifth chakra in the throat area, saying a big hello to this part of you. And asking your fifth chakra what it would like to share with you. Anything that might support it. And moving up to your sixth chakra, your third eye area, saying a hello to this beautiful chakra and asking it what it would like to share with you. Perhaps something that could support it right here, right now. Bringing whatever that is into your sixth chakra. Then moving up to the crown of your head, the seventh chakra area, saying hello here, and then asking your crown chakra what it would like to share with you. Seeing if there's anything that might be supportive for it right here, right now. Thanking all your chakras for all that they do for you. Thanking your beautiful body for everything it does for you. Thanking Mother Earth for everything she does for you. Just being in gratitude for this opportunity, for this day, for this experience. And as you start deepening your breath again, slowly inhaling through your nose and slowly exhaling, bring your attention back to the room that you're in or wherever you are. Slowly wiggling your fingers and your toes, opening your eyes, perhaps looking out the window or around the room. Move your body a little bit more. It might want to shift a bit. And I invite you to perhaps get a journal out and write about your experience in this meditation, what it was like to connect with your breath, to connect with Mother Earth, to connect with your chakras. Maybe noting the symbol or the sound or the word that Mother Earth gave you to help you with your grounding that you put into your heart space. Perhaps you write down some of the things your chakras were interested in having you work with them on, whatever they wanted to have in them. Colors, sounds, sensations. Have fun with this. And each time you come back to this meditation, it might be quite different. And if you happen to nod off a little bit, that's okay. Sometimes we're just tired. If you listen to this several times and you keep nodding off, that's a good message. I invite you to sit in a position that's not quite as comfortable and to try it then and see what happens. So as we wind up today's podcast, I want to thank you so much for being here, for sharing this time with me. I want to thank you for who you be and all you bring to this world. Sending lots of love, sending lots of appreciation to each of you. Remember, do things that help you to live a soul-filled life each and every day. Bye for now. Thanks for joining me on Soul Truth with Nancy May. If today's episode inspired you, please follow the show on your favorite podcast app and share this with someone who is ready to remember who they are and why they're here. To keep exploring and receiving more soul-nourishing content, visit me at nancymay.com. Until next time, keep listening to your heart and living your truth. Your soul knows the way.